What's good, everyone? So the intuitive messages that I just received before I started this video, you may have went on a date with someone yesterday, or you may have cooked dinner for someone that you're interested in. This person may have really long hair, or something about their hair could be either curly. This is somebody who you are expecting, so you may have both talked about meeting up yesterday or just in general about this new opportunity. Like I see somebody at the door, like, oh yeah, come on in, like, letting somebody in. This dinner could have been very healthy. So I'm getting a lot of vegetables, the intention behind this dinner was to make sure that this person felt welcomed and they were eating well. So, all right. So this is Mother Bazan living her best life, minding her business, doing it well. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. And if you are someone who's already been on this channel, what's up, man? We're about to get into this reading and see what's going on. For you or a cross watcher, if you're watching this and thinking about somebody else, someone you may know, are related to, we're about to see what's going on. But yeah, this may have to do with, someone you're dating or someone you're expecting, or you just want to impress is what I'm getting. All right, let's get some messages, please. Cancer in the house. Yeah, reunions, celebrations, parties, socializing, gatherings, festivals, festivities, gatherings. Why do I feel like I said that twice? Yeah. Gatherings twice. So you may have gathered or gotten with this person twice. This is a friend. Scorpio in the house. 13. New beginnings. Letting go. Release. Yeah, I feel like maybe you guys fell out and you may have are coming back around as far as hanging out or having dinner together or talking and catching up. This could be, over coffee. It doesn't have to be over cocktails. This could be just something really close and intimate. And of course, this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be platonic, because this could be a friendship between you and someone who you're expecting. Yeah, this could be like a family member who you consider like a really close friend. Virgo in the house. And October 13th, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's kind of giving me I want to see how this goes this time around. I want to invest in this friendship. Destiny, chance, taking another chance on this reunion. Again, coming back around with whoever this is. So this person may mean a lot to you, or you may have known this person for quite some time, or you grew up with this person. All right. But it looks like you're kind of looking at this situation like, let bygones be bygones, and I want to make this let's try again. Let's try this again. Yeah, family for sure. Pisces. Happiness, family, reunions, homecoming, marriage, stability, security. Happily ever after is what I'm seeing here. So, yeah, I'm getting someone here feeling, really happy about being able to rekindle something or make something work here. And this is baby steps, maybe something had to fall apart, or maybe you had to be distant, or you had to go your separate ways so that you could appreciate this relationship that you have with this person, All right. Let's keep going. Eight of Wands. Yeah. Definitely getting communication. You don't want to rush this as much as you're excited to talk to this person, as much as, you know, it's good to hear back and like catch up and vibe again. You know, you may want to rush back into this and make it seem like, oh, you know, it's just getting like good old times. Like we picked up where we left off, like nothing ever like really happened. Two more, please. Never like to see the devil. Capricorn in the house, 15, October 15th. There may have been a situation where you two, like I said, we're talking about something here that may have been the devil energy. Like whatever this devil was in your relationship, you may be trying to, like I said, let bygones be bygones. Get both of your sides out there, put everything out on the table so that you can be happy, so that you can have your cups filled, have your, you know, 10 of Pentacles. This is, you know, the empire is built. This is long-term success, long-term stability. This is a long-term investment. This is a legacy. This is for generations and generational wealth. But there's something here that you guys had to squash, something you had to put behind you, something you had to put to rest. All right? In order for you to move forward with a new chapter in your life. Again, this could be the same sex, so this could be you and your brother, you and your sister, your cousin. You both may be the same sex, but yeah. What's up with the devil? What is the devil? What is the devil? The Chariot. Cancer in the house. This could have to do with wanting to control someone's future or control someone's path, the way they travel, someone's destiny, like I said, with the Wheel of Fortune. King of Wands. I'm getting jealousy. Someone here may have been a little bit jealous about how someone was perceived or how attractive they were. Someone here may have been insecure, you know, as much as I don't like to reuse words over and over again. I would like to expand my vocabulary, but for the moment, it's like someone here was feeling some type of way about the way someone was moving forward. July 15th, July 10th, July 13th, October 7th. Someone here didn't want, like I'm getting like jealousy of someone's commitment, jealousy of someone's movement. Their wishes coming true. Let me get a little bit more on the devil, please. Let me clarify this devil a little bit more. Someone here was jealous of your destiny, the way you came up, the way you're growing, what's meant for you, the resources that you have, the moon. Yeah, like I said, someone here had like some sort of like secret animosity towards you. Pisces in the house, October 18th, July 18th. Someone here had a hard time looking at you because of knowing that you were successful or you were like living your best life. Someone here didn't like that, the truth about that. Someone here didn't like knowing that you were making things happen, no matter what hurdles were in your way, no matter what was coming up against you, you were still going to go towards your 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. But yeah, I'm getting like someone here like wanting, you two may have wanted to talk, or you may have like let somebody like, hey, can we talk? Like, you know, I just want to talk about how, you know, our friendship or this relationship kind of went sour because, you know, I was feeling some type of way, like, you know, there was some sort of like unnecessary darkness or some unnecessary secret that someone was keeping about how you move. Strength. How strong you are, how ambitious you are, how goal-oriented someone is. Someone here they just had this need to want, like, this person wanted to be a part of that or control that situation. Someone was afraid. You know, not looking at the situation correctly. Someone here wasn't looking at it with the right lenses here. All right. Yeah, someone here may have been jealous of like your family, where you live, if you have a, you know, a nice job, a car, like everything just working out for you. And for some reason, someone here felt some type of way about that. Your dreams. Someone here felt some way about you moving towards your dreams. So let me clarify the 8 of Wands, please. Like how fast you're going, like how things are just like moving quickly for you when it comes to success and your future. Like instead of being congratulatory, someone here like it makes them feel inadequate or like insignificant. All right, High Priestess, more Pisces energy. The 4 of Wands, you know, someone here may be jealous of the fact that you can manifest a lover, a home, you got married, you have kids, like the perfect everything. But I don't think someone here understands. Like if they knew what you had to sacrifice, what you had to climb, what you had to strategize or do in order to get this, I think this person would realize like, look, you know, I just wanted this bad. Like I was willing to do whatever it took to get there. And that's why it may look to you like it just happened overnight, or I'm just lucky, Wheel of Fortune, like things are just like falling into my lap. It's not really like that. Someone here was, they had to strategically do this in order for it to look like that. But someone here isn't seeing it that way. Someone here's like, nah, like, you know, you just, everything comes easily to you. Everything just flows to you. Everything, it's just like, no, you're not seeing it right. You're not seeing it right. Someone here, they're not seeing it. They're seeing it in a way where it's like, that's what makes this person jealous, is because they're seeing it as if like this came easy to somebody, but it didn't. Someone here had to climb a ladder. Someone here had to do the work. Someone here had to, there was confusion about what they were doing, but again, with the strength out here, they make it look easy, but it wasn't. There was, you know, a long ladder to climb. There was a bunch of different situations that they had to choose from, or there was a time where, you know, there was a lot going on in order for them to obtain all of this. This didn't happen overnight, but someone here just sees someone here being abundant. Everybody loving them, or like, you know, so many things coming their way, or they just have everything that's just, and it's just like, no, you gotta understand, this person had moments where they didn't know which way to go, but they knew that if they kept going, they'd eventually get somewhere. And someone here just sees it as, oh, you got to the finish line. They didn't see what it took for you to get to the finish line. They just see, oh yeah, this person, you know, is riding out and taking care of their dreams or their aspirations or whatever. They're just getting everything that they want. But someone here thinks this is easy, or, you know, this was a walk in the park, or this was like easy, like it was overnight success, and that's not the case. It's just someone here would rather not dwell on the fact that, you know, there was a moment in time where they were confused, or they didn't know which way to go, or they had to climb this really, you know, long ladder. Like they had to put in some work, but they knew at the end of the day there was something that they wanted to achieve, and that's what kept them going. So I'm just getting a misunderstanding, like someone here misunderstanding somebody's growth. February 18th, February 15th, February 10th, February 13th, October 2nd, July 2nd, February 7th, February 15th, July 15th, October 15th, yeah. And Taurus, Libra, March 2nd, March 15th, March 7th, March 18th, March 10th, March 13th, October 3rd, February 3rd, July 3rd. One step at a time, okay? But someone here is picturing you like you just like skipped all of them and just jumped up there, you know? Excuse me. Like someone here has to start somewhere, but whoever this is, they just, you know, they may be at the bottom while you're up here, but they think you got some sort of like cheat code, or you just up and like skipped a few steps, and it's just like, no, you started at the bottom as well. You know, you took the steps to get there, but you knew you had to climb, or you had to escalate or start somewhere to get there. One step at a time. So someone here is just envious of your ambition, or your strength, or your will, your drive. The Fool. All right, Aquarius in the house. Yeah, like you weren't afraid to start over. You weren't afraid to start all over again, go back to the bottom and just like, you know, redo everything. You weren't afraid to just say, okay, well, you know, it is what it is. I guess I gotta, you know, start at, you know, phase 1 or square one, or, you know, get rid of everything that I had going for me because I didn't get to where I wanted to. Like, someone here doesn't understand that. One more, please. Frame. So, with the frame, right? Excuse me while I try to grab these cards with these nails. With the frame, someone here doesn't want to look dumb. That's the only reason why this person feels that way. So like I said, it's your typical, like, if you get to the top, and I was there with you, that makes me look stupid because I should be up there with you. But we all have to understand, everybody has their own lane, everybody has their own time, everybody has their own frequency, vibration, like, you know, not everybody's going to climb the same. Not everybody's going to have the same path. Not everybody's going to have the same hurdles, the same. But as long as you know that you are going towards something, then it never matters where you are. As long as you're doing something, as long as you're taking that step. It doesn't matter how many times you drop, how many times you start over. Keep going. The ball's in your court. Balling, player, sports. Someone here could be really great at a sport. And someone here may think like, man, like you're just so great at like this activity. Like, you know, you do so well. Like every time you get into the field or the court or like, you know, the arena, you just, you know, you're just so great at it. And it's just like, but you weren't. Someone here just sees you like making shot or scoring or winning, but they don't understand like you were in the gym, like you were sweating and like practicing and practicing and practicing and, you know, fucking up and fucking up and fucking up. They don't understand like that had to happen in order for you to be that great in the court or the field or the arena. Like, you know what I'm saying? Someone here is just like misconstruing, whatever that word is. Someone here is misinterpreting what it took. It's like, just because they didn't see this is what's making them feel some type of way. Like, if they were to see what you had to go through, I think it would actually humble this person. But it's just like, it's already done with, or, you know, there's nothing you can do about that. It's just, you got to know, like, someone here put in the work to get to this point. So if this person doesn't understand that, then they're always going to have this issue with people, not even with this relationship, with any relationship, where they feel they're not good enough because they see somebody else like being great, but you just don't know what it took for this person to be great. Private, unknown, caller ID, hidden. Like I said, something about this person keeping something private or hidden about how they like secretly envy you or are jealous, or I'm also getting afraid of you. I think the fear comes from you willing to overcome anything. That you don't need this person. So even if this person is jealous of you, you will still continue to climb. And if this person does decide to, you know, let bygones be bygones and like get over this, it's still the same outcome. You're still going to continue to be happy. So, yeah. Taurus, May, flowers. May 10th, May 13th, May 2nd, May 15th, May 7th, May 18th, May 3rd. Another example. Would you go around and looking at flowers like, man, look at that flower, it's so beautiful. Like it's just beautiful overnight. It's just like, let's be real. A seed had to be planted into the dirt. It had to have its ugly phases where it was just, you know, maybe just a little leaf or maybe just a little sprout. And then, you know, it had like a stem and then maybe it had a bud. But it went through so many changes or so many different like steps before it became this beautiful rose that you now see. And so that's what this is giving me. Someone here had to go through the rain, the dirt, the wind, the storm. But someone here just sees like the outcome. It's just like, no. Divorce, lawsuit, restraining order, sued. You may not even know that this person has been through all of this. You don't even know this person has been through a divorce. They've been sued. They're going through a lawsuit. It's just the way this person carries themselves. Okay? This person carries themselves a specific way. That's why, you know, you may feel some type of way about why they keep winning, why they keep coming up. It's because they're not going to allow anything to get in the way of their fortune, their future, their destiny. Tired. Annoying. Fight. Don't quit. This person doesn't quit. They keep going no matter how hard it is, no matter how annoying, tiring, frustrating, irritating, like whatever it is, this person doesn't quit. That's the Chariot. The Chariot, no matter what comes up against them, they still find a way to keep pushing. They keep pushing. So you may not know this person just keeps pushing, but you just think that they're just, you know, they became a millionaire overnight. You don't know how many nights they've been crying or like frustrated or yelling or feeling like they just wanted to fucking quit and give it all up and end it up. You don't understand. It's just like this, the more abundant or the more beautiful, secure, happy this person is, there's another side that was so bad. That's why this is so great. Does that make sense? So, you know, you don't understand. Somebody has went through hell in order to be at heaven. That's what you're missing. So if someone here is grateful, happy, home, happy life, happy everything, it's because they've been through so much that karma finally said, okay, you kept pushing, you kept fighting, you kept doing no matter what came your way, and you still stood positive. Here you go. Because you didn't go out of your way to what? Sell out, to hate, to drag somebody, to fight anybody, to push somebody down. Like, you didn't do any of that. You kept pushing, and so here are your rewards. Here are your rewards. So, yes, no, maybe so. Again, the signs out here are Libra, Taurus, Pisces, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo, Cancer, Aquarius. The numbers 3, 2, 15, 7, 18, 10, and 13. All right. Yes, no, maybe so. All right. You're going in the right direction. Okay? So, whoever you are, whatever this is, it's like you either get with it or you get left. And that's what it's always going to be. You're either going to fight through it and keep going the right way, or you're just going to sit there at the bottom and just wonder, like, what it's going to be like to be at the top floor, at the penthouse. Because you don't want to take the step. You don't want to do the work. You're just going to sit there and you're going to be at the lobby just wondering. Instead of just, let me talk to this person, or let me go up the elevator and go up to the first floor and see what it takes to get to the penthouse. Like, someone here just does the work, no matter what comes up against them. So, anywho, if this resonated, great. I'm glad I could help you out with this circumstance, situation, experience, whether this already happened, is happening now, or will happen soon. And if you're like, you know, I don't have any animosity or hate or envy for anybody who's, you know, getting it, like, you know, winners, I applaud winners. I don't have any hate in me for that. You know, I applaud everybody who's trying to get it out there. Hey, that's what we're talking about, right? Now, yeah, I guess, yeah, that's the general reading. If it resonated, great. If not, there's always going to be more readings, or you can go to Patreon and, you know, become a patron, and you are able to see all the extra readings that I have available for you, such as love readings, what would they say readings, what are they hiding readings, quality readings, mutable, cardinal, and fixed signs. All right. And yeah, Thank you for liking, watching, subscribing, sharing, viewing, commenting, listening, donating, voting, all of that great stuff. Appreciate ya. And I will see y'all next time for another reading. Ta-ta.